I mean, a Freudian slip is when we say one thing, but you mean your mother. Oh, gotta go. Hey, what's up, Skywalker Bear, the Imagination Creation Films, and today it is Friday, February the 10th? Yeah, the 10th. And it's Friday. Friday, 4 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Pacific. Around the... Hat's not straight. Well, how are you this wonderful afternoon? I am doing well. I just got off a big, long job, and I tell you what, I love work. I love it, but wow, it can be tiring, but worth it. So worth it. I have been, I wasn't sure if I was going to be live today, but fortunately, I was very glad to be live. It was so at some point I'll be able to talk about that job. I just don't know when, but it was a great job. I was only it's really warm in here. I was just a cam op on it, but I worked for a really good DP. There was a really good gaffer on there. Some new things for me. It was awesome. It was plain awesome, and I learned quite a bit, and I did quite a bit, and I did all the good things that make the good things gooder, so to speak. So welcome. You'd think I'd learn how to drink. Oh, and if you're wondering what these spots are down here, it's a new episode of Raw Cuts I've been working on. I worked on it at lunch today, and apparently it worked me over here. So, hi, how are you? You doing good? Yeah. How about the puppy cam? Oh, there's the puppy cam. Well, that's nice, Rex. Let's feature something different, bro. I mean, sure, it's something to be proud of, but there we go. Much better. Ollie, thank you for becoming a new channel member out there. I appreciate you joining the team. And, King, good to see you out there. Scott Money well, Money is not my middle name. I mean, I've got lots of dreams I've been chasing, but I'm finally learning. I'm just going to ask the dreams where they're going, and then I'll just meet them up with them there. That way, I don't have to chase them so much. Ari says, long job, you say. Oh, hey, Ari, how are you? I mean, there were some longer days. Some of us were there longer than others. It was good. I enjoyed it. It was a longer job than a lot of the jobs I do. A lot of jobs are like, right out. And, Ari, nice to see you, buddy. Hello, my friend. Hello. And Ollie. And we're back. Evening, sir. Evening, Ollie. Did you see the pizza? Did you see the pizza on the Raw Cuts? I don't think we got to chat since then. That pizza, oh, it's on fire. It's so good. Good. Tyler, yo, what's up? Yo. How you doing, Tyler? Getting ready to welcome the Super 35 Raptor home. Ooh, that's going to be a nice day. Dave Donaldson, hey, Dave. And Dave is like, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Rex. What's up, Rex? Got the puppy cam going on there. Elysium, happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday to all. Yes, indeed. Hello, Tyler. How are you? Hi. Justin, how are you? And it's another Friday. I know they really do fly when you're working Sunday through Thursday. That's a Mitch Herbert joke. Yep. Hedberg. Yeah, I don't know who that is, but I mean I didn't invent it. I just start with it. Or did you heard the intro, right? That's where you got it? Yeah, okay. The doggo cam. Yep, that is. Hey, Timmy, how are you? Ollie said, it was time to give something back. We've had some fantastic streams. Well, I appreciate that. And we're going to have some more fantasticer streams coming soon. I don't like that positioning. It's hard when you tear your studio down every week. Yeah, that was a huge improvement. Thanks, God. There we go. Oh, yep. Ollie says, yeah, so the pizza was awesome. I'm on to garlic knots now. Yep. I, Ollie's the one that gave me the good naan recipe. We were talking about your recipe, Ollie, at recently over conversations that Ari was on the same shoot I was on, so it's all good. Tell Dave his profile pic is purty. It is purty. Dave looks like he's like. What's funny is he has a profile pic out there, and the title when he posted his profile pic, he named it, "Hey, it's time for some new headshots." And so what he does is genius. He goes out there and he'll switch his profile shot to another profile shot that has the caption, "Hey, it's time for some new headshots." And so each time he switches his profile pic, everybody thinks it's a brand new headshot because they already forgot about the old one. And so he's recycling. It's genius, Dave. It's genius. I just use the same one. It's either or. Ollie, what did you do with your R5C? When's the R52 announced release? I'm gonna be betting you somewhere close to Cine gear. You're pretty, Tyler. Oh, nice. Naan is great. Yes, indeed. Ollie, man, we have Ollies and Aries, and man, we have so many everythings around now. We only have one Dave. Only one Dave. We have two Tylers. That's a lot of that's a roll call. That's an official roll call. Depending on the feature set, I will replace. I want to see Canon with some beautiful highlights. That's what I want to see. Then I think Canon will be doing quite well. In the past week, I sold my C300, then bought it back. Was that on purpose, or was that needed to do so? I mean, I know a guy who sold his Monstro and then a week later was buying another one because he was so sad that he sold it. It was like, this is true. I'm fat now. It's true. Last time I saw Dave, I said, dude, Dave, I'd really like to see a lot more of you. And he's like, well, I'll just gain some weight. So good for you, Dave. Do that. Yeah. As pretty as he is smart, man, they're going to be one Highlander. I don't know that joke. I didn't get that one. That one went right over my head. Probably landed on Rex's foot. But, yeah. Canon needs to give them C-Log too. That's real. That's real, Brandon. I hate Super 35. I miss Super 35. Oh yeah, Ollie, dude, I have seen some scary prices. Like really scary prices lately. I cannot believe I saw Scarlet W for like $3,000. That was insane. I saw an Epic Dragon for like $4,000. I mean, man, they're just dropping it. The Monstros are like 16 now. It's scary. But did y'all see that there was a Dragon 8K anamorphic out on I think it was Red Camera Facebook group. It was one of the original 8K Dragons that didn't fully spec out to full 8K, so they clipped it and made it an anamorphic only. Man, I was seriously considered. They wanted like 11,000 for it, but man, I was like that would be cool if I could find an 8K Dragon. Auto corrected. There can only be one Highlander. There can only be one Dave. I'll see myself out. Ba-dum-bum. I actually have an air fryer pizza cooking technique now, which is flawless. Got sick of bending down in the oven. It's not that hard to bend down. I mean, you're only doing it like 4 times. It's no big deal. It depends on how many pizzas you make. I did on this last batch. We've been making so many pizzas. People have been asking, "Hey, can I have a pizza?" So I bought 3 more tins and 2 covers. So now I can make 6 doughs. I can have 6 doughs proofing at a time. I mean, they're really good, and you can. I've left one of those doughs in for 5 days. And it was really good. I mean, I wonder how long is too long, and that might be a test I need to find out. Get a lot of response on the pizza episode. There's some weirdness. I am fairly certain that somebody purchased, and I don't know why, but purchased some views or something on the raw cuts because I was getting comments that didn't quite make sense. It kind of makes me wonder. But that's over, I think, because now the sources of my views are definitely far more organic, which I appreciate. Ooh, look at that. Ollie's sending me some food pics. Okay, okay, yeah, I could do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yep, I approve of your leoparding. You got it. You got it for sure. The leoparding. So one of the things that I've noticed, I have been letting my dough come to room temperature for several hours, and we were getting really good results. But I tried it without, and I find the dough stretches better when it's cold. I don't know. Do you find that, Ollie? Like, if it's room temperature, I mean, it stretches faster, much faster as you're working your dough. Sorry, we're not talking today. It's the topic. But it could tear easier. But I found the colder dough doesn't do that, and it tastes just as good. I saw a well-packaged V-RAPTOR for 20. The lowest I saw was like 24 for a full, like, specked out red package. I mean, yeah. Love the tins. They take a lot of space in the fridge. They do. And I was really disappointed. I bought the lids specifically for the ones that I use, and they don't fit. They're like giant. And I'm like, it's the same brand, it's the same size. Yeah. I use dough trays now. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I looked at those. And, hey, there I am. I'm back. I'm frozen. I'm just gonna wait for my hands to. I'm like this right now. This land is your land. This land is mine. There I am. Okay, so the dough trays. Yeah, what I'm looking for, Ollie, right now is a bread proofer. I don't really want a full size one, but I'll take it. They don't use a whole lot of power, but like a half dough proofer, a real commercial dough proofer. I am not spending $1,200. I don't know if y'all know, but I'm cheap. But if I find one on like Craigslist or something like that, I'm going to invest. And I don't want that that foldable one that they have on Amazon all the time. I don't really want that. I want the good one that I can use my half sheets in. Did I just stab this prop with my thumbnail? Dave says, how are you liking StreamYard? I'm about to give up on Streamlabs. I mean, so there's there's a couple of good and bad things about StreamYard. The good thing is, for the most part, it does a really, really good job at streaming. I like the interface. It's web-based. Everybody could join in via the web, so there's nothing special required. I like the graphics I can do. The package that I'm on, I really like. I mean, I'm only paying $10 a month, but that gives me, if you look on the top right, this right here. No, not the painting over here. No, not this painting over here. This thing, this right there. There we go. That you have to have that on there for the $10 plan, which I don't care. I'll totally for that kind of savings. And the $10 plan allows me to stream to 3 services, which that I do like, because I go to Facebook and Twitter and YouTube's. I mean, I'd love to go to all of them, but they want $50 a month for that. The negative that I've found is you only get 720p, and they will not offer anything at 1080 until $50, and I'm not going to pay it. And then the other negative, and this seems to be recent, the last 2 times I've had a guest on, my audio gets out of sync, but theirs is fine. And I can't fix that. That is nothing on my side. I don't know what to do about that. So, I mean, as long as you don't have guests on there, you probably don't care. So, yeah, there you go. Hello, Kevin. How are you? Did y'all get your Mutant GDU lens caps? I saw a bunch of people posting pics of them. They're awesome. I think they're pretty cool, and I used them this weekend or this past week, and it was kind of funny. Every time I was leaving the studio, my watch would go bing. You've left your Komodo behind. I was like, oh, yes, I did. Indeed. Ali says, it all depends on the type of flour and quantity. If you use Neapolitan dough, usually proofs for up to 24 hours at room temperature before. Well, I can see that. Because Neapolitan, you're literally trying to cook it in 2 minutes or less. Really? As I'm saying that, the audio is not synced? Pop. Really? Well, what can I do? Bop, bop, bop. I don't know what I could do on that. Yeah, I wonder where that is. I don't think it's my Blackmagic switcher. Stereo audio. Pfft, why do you guys want stereo audio? No echo cancellation. Just coming in and black. That's what I think doing it. I don't know. Audio's out of sync. So is it completely off? Let's see. How's that? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's just do that. And then I bet it's the same. Well, I'm just going into Blackmagic. I'm going to pull up the Blackmagic. Hopefully this doesn't blow out my, let's see, ATEM control software. Still off. Which is it? Is the audio behind or is the audio ahead? Because I think in ATEM control I can delay audio, can I not? So we got cam 1, left and right. Audio is ahead, video is behind. Well, then I definitely need to delay audio. Where can I delay it? Well, let's just add an equalizer. That'll delay it. How's that? That sounds really, it should be really deep. Is it deep? Should have a nice deep voice. That should have added some delay in there. Reset that. Why is it doing that? I wonder if it has to do with when it drops out. Let me do this. See if I can remove me from stream and put me. Hi. Is that any better? That any better right there? Hi. 1, 2, 3. Audio. You're in now. Okay. Well, when it's out, I'll drop me out of stream and then pop me back in. It'll be like a brief intermission, so to speak. And now the puppy cam. I was actually scared to open that ATEM control while I was running it because, bad things can happen. But did my voice get cool? Yeah. I bet it did. Yeah. I'll close that down. Okay. No, dang. Well, there's just thousands of comments. It's like 1,000 voices cried out, "Your audio sucks." Audio's ahead. In sync now. Now it's out. You're in now. Boom is better. Much better. So we'll wait for me if I pause. Oh, the smoke's giving it away. That's it. So what does everybody have planned for a wonderful Friday afternoon? Anybody got anything planned awesome? Anybody got good jobs lined up? My next job is, I got a week off basically until my next job. It's out again? No. Now I'm back. I don't know what that would be. That's truly weird. Is it back better? Is it better? I wonder if I mute me and bring me back in, will it help? Is it better now? Big Billy likes big things. If you keep your eyes on the puppy, the audio is perfectly fine. So anyway, the audio is perfectly great now. There should be no issues. Is it fine now? How is it? But I don't know, Dave. Apparently there's a problem with audio now. So maybe there's a reason StreamYard stinks. I don't know. Let's see. If you keep your I'm going to keep hitting the wall with my head because of the green screen dilemmas. Well, tell me what your green screen dilemmas are. Hey, Jeff Adams. What's up? It's the Jeff Adams Show. When you starting up? I saw your YouTube intro. Those are the ones you had before. I guess you got the old video toaster out. Justin Allen says, note, 5-part thread. All right. I need to talk about green screens, Sykes again. Use cases, corporate stand-up, sit-down shoots, and to start my journey into virtual production. Gotcha, okay. Part 2. I have a 30 by 30 by 8.5 room. Nice. Except for the 8.5. I also have rafter space above the 8.5 or 8'5" mark for light mounting. How far up? I know this is too low, however. I do not have another option unless I build a garage with 14-foot ceilings, which is a good plan. With most indie shops working on rear projections, smaller screens than this, yep. With most indie shops. Has the rules changed? I'm looking at the ProSight 260 portable screen, but that has no corner cove. I'm also looking at a ProSight built-in Psych at 12.5 and 16.5 super 45-degree cove in a corner and on the floor. 4 parts, not 5. So Your goals are to do what? Your goals are to use this as a green screen, a plain white screen, a projection screen, or what? 3 feet up. Woo! Hello, Ian the Brightman. How are you? I hope you're doing well, Ian. Turn around and slap Dave for me. Let's see, 3 feet up. So that's good. I mean, that'll be fine for light. Well, how far apart are your raptors? Raptors. I'm all thinking cameras. Rafters. I mean, the volume that I just came off of is really tall. I think it's 12 or 13 feet tall. So that's, and I found that to be quite usable, actually. My wall, before I ripped it out, I had 10-foot ceilings, and it can be a challenge to get lighting up there, even at 10 feet. When you start hanging the lights down and such, it can be. Now, the good news is you say you have 24-inch wide ceiling joists there, which you can then put some stuff in there. Goals are corporate shoots, green and white background. Okay. I'm going to give my thoughts here, but there's several of you out there who do have a lot of experience in this as well, and please chime in and let's get Justin the best information we can. My experience is the green screen was the thing that I hated the absolute most. As much as I wanted green screen, and I did quite a bit of work to get there, I ended up hating it, mostly because of my small space. And being a smaller space, and being a multi-use space, green spill was literally pissing me off. I mean, just every day. And I didn't want to paint it white and green every time I needed it. I was trying to be cheap. And so, sorry. So I dislike green walls unless they're in their own. Is it dropped that on me? Come back. How about that? Hopefully it didn't screw up my audio. Going back in the saddle again. There we go. So I've gone to my green screen solution now is a long curtain. I mean, this may not be at all what you're looking for, but let me see if I can frame it up here. I have no idea if I can see it. Okay, there we go. So this is what I use now. So I have this track. Apparently I don't. Really? I mean, I just wanted to live stream today. I'm still here. What happened? Oh, Cam 2's gone. Why is Cam 2 gone? What did I do? Did it turn off? That was weird. So I was here. It just turned off. Huh. We'll work on that again. There we go. Okay. Wonder what happened. That was weird. So I have the green screen on this wall or ceiling mounted track, and I battery exhausted. Well, that would do it. Wow. The sad part is it's plugged into the wall. So please forgive me while I go over here and track down this cable, which is clearly... Oh, man, all these are doing some wonderful things. That's great. Are these all about to die? That'll be the shortest live stream ever. There we go. Let's see here. Turn this back on. That's quite weird. That's not going on at all. Feeling really good now. Wonder what else is about to die. That's awesome. So we're gonna get this. There we go. Are you charging? You say you're charging now. All right, we'll see about that. God, gotta love live streaming. What am I pointed at? What the? Talk about not knowing your. Wow, that's really close. Okay, back to reality. We'll see if that battery lasts any longer. So that's what I've been doing for green screen, and when I need a cove, I will put a green under it and lay it on top. And I've found it with Resolve nowadays that it does a pretty good job. And then I can take that green screen and I can run it all the way around, pretty much 180 degrees around my entire set. I do like white Sykes a lot. Your lighting, you should be able to get some nice, you can get Nova panels in there. They're kind of expensive, I get it, but you could also get some like 300s, or I mean, honestly, you could go with the, if you're hard mounting these, you could get the Aputure or the Amaran 200s, put like an inexpensive 24-inch by 24-inch softbox on there, and put several of those down there. That'll get you some even lighting for keying. But I'm not sure what you're planning to do with virtual other than green screen, if that's what you're doing. I found for playing with virtual, use a large TV first. It's cheaper, and you can use the TV for other things. But expand upon your desires and wishes, and let's get some answers up there for him. The space above is really for mounting. If I put the lights up there, I'll get shadows. It means I really have effective height. Well, if you put it between the rafters, well, okay, hold on. There's truth to that. Depending on which way your rafters are going, if they're going parallel with your wall, then yeah, you can get them if they're perpendicular. You should be able to squeeze down. I don't know. Do that. Yes, I do. Boop. There we go. Sharpie rafters. So I mean, if you can get the lights, if they're going this way to the wall, well, they're pointing downward, but I mean, then they would be between, and you could have the softbox. The lights would be mounted behind them, and you could stick these through, and you'd be clear this way. But if you're having to go this way, yeah, you're definitely going to do it. You'd have to get. In which case, I did use for quite a while a lot of the T5 tubes from Quasar. And I found the way I was lighting it to get even lighting was bunching several of them together and then spacing them out and then using angles on the corners and I used my patented knot, the Quasar barn doors that I made out of the Coreplast or foam core. I used those to kind of keep it from falling everywhere, but you could do certain angles on them, and if you how do I describe it? So like the cove went this way, looking sideways at it. If you threw the light this way, I'll hold it just temporarily, but the cove this way, what you end up with is, if this is spaced out enough, that you get the light hits it fairly nicely. And well, let's see, I was at like a 45 as well. So there was quite a bit I was playing. I ended up using like 10. My wall was 10 foot wide, 10 foot tall. Not a very smart. I couldn't go any wider than 10. But those worked really well, and by having them off to the side and then having them up there, they're really small and compact. I don't know. I would first start by drawing, and then determining every use case that you intend to use it for, and then start looking at lights that fit, because they do make. I'm not running any. They have those very wide and not very tall, 8-inch tall, 8 by 36, I think, soft boxes. You could put some like Amaran 200s in there. Several of those across will give you a nice even lighting on there. Ollie says we're doing NAB stuff here. I predicted new cam from Blackmagic, longer tube lights from Aputure, hopefully, and a billion AI products. Yeah, you're going to see a billion AI products. All of them are going to be so unique and game-changing that they're going to be exactly the same. And I would love to chat about AI here. Well, let's come back to that in a moment, because I got a lot of thoughts about AI. We'll see about that. New cam from Blackmagic, almost certainly guaranteed. I would say you're probably going to get 3 or 4 new cams from Blackmagic. Hello, Luca. I'm considering playing with the Ultimat 12, as the real-time keying is fantastic. However, that tends to screw me on post side a bit. Yeah, I hear that. Yeah. I've been using the Manfrotto 13-foot portable screen for the last few jobs. However, it has no flooring. I mean, have you not tried using long and curving it? Bringing them down, and then I would usually pinch you clamp the edges. Well, I'm out of frame, so you can't see. I clamp the edges and pull them taut, and as you do that, you can bring them out to a curve by pulling and using bungee cords at different angles. You could shape that. It's not perfect, but it'll do it a pinch. But it'll definitely get you a cove and a pinch. What cam could BMD release? Well, I'm assuming they're going to be releasing a brand new amazing 8K sensor and a brand new amazing Super 35 8K sensor, full frame and Super 35 versions of the Ursa, and the same in a single pocket, as well as a whole new slew of 8K live television production, the Blackmagic television production cameras, as well as probably new 4K ATEM minis, my guess. Man, that was a lot of talking. I went through my prop here. Let's see here. Oh, running out of fuel. Am I? Let's see. The 24K Ursa for 12K that they could price drop. Nope, they're not. I think they learned their lesson. I honestly do. And I wish the very best for Blackmagic, because I use a lot of their products and love a lot of their products. And I hope that this camera is going to do that now. Really? That's kind of cool. It just focused on the prop? Maybe not. Okay. I hope they learn their lesson on the Ursa 12K and never do that again. And from now on, only take a serious look at their cameras and their sensors and only produce now the highest quality they can for the price point that they're doing, but never step on that. So it's not going to... That's highly annoying. Tell you what I'm going to do, folks. I'm going to get a new battery, and we'll just run this live stream off a battery. Really weird, though. Why would it be doing that? Those little power... I use these little power blocks that I buy on Amazon, and they last quite a long time, but apparently not long enough. Let's take this one, put this one there. Ah, the joys of live streaming. This camera's really warm though too. That's weird. It's cranking. Okay, back to live. Back to live. Back to recharging phone. I should just stream with iPhones and be done with it. After all, everybody's moving to iPhones anyway, right? I hear all the big name DPs are using iPhones. Okay, yeah, I think Blackmagic needs to learn from their mistakes and only improve. And I think they'll go far if they do. I think they'll go far in the camera market if they do. Further, I have 4 Nova P300Cs light right now for it. I also thought about other lights. I mean, the Novas are great because with the white, you can paint it green. You can paint it all kinds of colors, all the colors of the rainbow. I really, did he move again, or did this camera move? What is it, on auto pan? What the hell? That's going weird. How about, I had to make sure not to pan too far over to the right. And Ollie and Ollie and well, I mean everybody else out there, if you have suggestions for Justin, let's hook him up with some good infos. Great thought about the lights. I don't know which one because I made it 100. Thanks for your green screen thoughts. My guess is that I'll do it, have fun, and see what happens. Yeah, I'll never forget, Justin. I had this awesome idea for more skit stuff, where I'm walking and talking on the green screen on a green treadmill. And my daughter worked really hard to find me a treadmill for free, which is right up my alley. We drove all the way in and we got it. And I some of y'all have probably heard this story. And it was a big treadmill, but it was perfect because I could completely disassemble the whole handrail system and have a perfectly flat treadmill. It was awesome. It was amazing. It worked really hard taking it all apart, getting it just right. Then we painted it green, and I mean, worked really hard. We painted the conveyor. We turned it on so we could get to the rest of it. We got to all of it. We painted it all, and then we let it dry. And then I came in, I think I waited 2 days on it, and went to power it up, and because we hadn't moved it, the paint all adhered to the belt, and we instantly burned up the motor and the controller. So I never got to use it. That was so sad. The price of the massive product have doubled here in the last year. Yeah. Is it the same? Yes, it is. And it's sadly, it's impacting. It's the price of raw materials. Matthews has been, I mean, they've been bit by it because they don't keep they don't keep a huge supply. I mean, they have a huge building, and they're building tons and tons of stuff, but I don't think they keep a huge stockpile. Probably due to the price was going up, so they were hoping it would come back down. That you don't want to buy a bunch and get stuck with a high price that you have to continue. But now, if you want metal, if you want aluminum, if you want steel, you put in your order, and you might get your supply in 4 months, and you might get half of it. So it is like killing these companies, except for Chinese manufacturing, where they have the stock. So it is rather interesting, and I hope, I hope it's not strategic and to wipe out all these companies, but I don't know. It is sad. I love Matthews, and I love, sorry, I love their team. I love their company. I love their products. And I've noticed that price going up, and it definitely hurts. It definitely does. Yeah, Justin, I hear you. I hear you. To me, the most overpriced product is of course, I forget the name of it. It's the boom arm, the maxi. You got the legs that come out the front. You got a big boom, and then you can put an arm way out over, and you can hang your light over a set. Maxi boom, something like that. That to me seems like it is priced 3 times as much as it should be. But again, me knowing many companies and knowing people inside and just chatting with them, it is scary for them with raw materials. Getting it, it's horrible. Where you're located, same thing here in Germany. Yeah, it's worldwide. So wow, that's just lingering right here. Look at this delicious fog juice in here. It is everywhere. And then, yeah, I don't know, because like in America, we don't have a whole lot of steel production. Even aluminum, we're not doing aluminum recycling. We're not doing the aluminum smeltering. We're not even doing that anymore. Literally, like 20 miles from my house was one of the largest aluminum recycling smelters in the U.S., and it closed up like 15 years ago, 20 years ago. It is cheaper for them to take all the aluminum cans, squash them together, stick them on a boat, send them over to China, and then send them back. Same thing with lead batteries, lead acid batteries for your car. Have you noticed the price of those? You used to be able to buy batteries for $40. Now they're like 150 because there's no lead in the U.S. anymore. That's a raw material. It's not a great raw material, but it's a raw material. Yeah. On top of that, Ollie, it's the stock of them. They have no stock. Like getting things from Matthews it's hard because they only have just a little bit. Really, y'all closed early? Oh, I guess you did. Let's see. Let's go. Pro video lighting and stands. Light stands and mounting. Let's get some light stands up on the screen, and we're gonna sing a song. That didn't rhyme. Yeah, that's up. That's up quite a bit. So a Matthews C stand, well, it's not as bad as over in England though. It's $246 for us, which is, well, it's not up that much actually. Let me see what else there is. That's not up that much. The monitor stand is up 288 for turtle base. Oh, that's digital combo stand. Okay, okay. Yeah, they're not. The low boy's 330. That's not up that much. I wonder if there's shipping tariffs or price of fuel or what have you. I wonder because y'all seem to be feeling a whole lot more price increase than we were. Wow, 192 last year. Woo. I bought a couple last year from CVP. I'm not the biggest Avenger fan, but I was buying Matthews because I like their design more. But I know it's almost impossible to argue for Matthews. You're right on that, and I don't know why. I really feel like it's like the good old boys club. You know, it's the we've always used these. We're not using Matthews. It's the same thing. I know that. Let's see, it was Impact. Well, although I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of gaffers and grips using Impact lately. I'll give you that. Just like I've seen a lot of gaffers using Aputure lights on big stuff. And the reason it works, got to give it up for that. Let's see. Business perspective, yep, of course. Justin Matthews Mini Max, it's only 1,500 and it holds 20 pounds. See, 20 pounds is not enough. When you put a light up there and you want to put a modifier on there, that's not 20 pounds. You can't do that. I mean, I want to put a Nova panel up there, and I would like to put like a 4x4 modifier under it. Yeah, this last shoot was a lot of fun because I got to see some lighting done, well, stuff that I haven't worked on personally before, and see the way that they approached the lighting on it from original to the second generation, and it was good. It was cool. I literally have a bunch of stuff in my cart right now to play with, and I've also also got some new ideas for lighting my raw cuts, which I'll ask you. You guys give me your thoughts on it. So for the raw cuts, which is it's on a budget right now, which is why it's been so cheap. Do I keep the brick wall or do I lose the brick wall? And if I lose the brick wall, what wall is okay that is not going to be expensive? Do I paint the brick wall? And then the second thing is I could easily I have a large TV that I've been meaning to put right here to play with some virtual windows for a change. But I'm thinking it might pay off on this wall over here for a fake window. But then I'm thinking I could do that, or I could incorporate puppets into the raw cuts, which I'm kind of liking because I think it would give it a different edge of a cooking show that no one has before. And I'm thinking of, like, I don't know if you can't really see the raw cut set, and I don't really have I have a picture. I'll let you put up a picture. I think I have a picture. I might have a picture. I should have a picture. If I'm smart, I have a picture. Do, 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 do. is not 8. Is it 7? It is 7. Oh, come on. I hate when it does this. Come on, Apple. Every time I plug this in, I never want it to be an extension. Please. Just, man. Every time it's like, oh, you would like to use it as a secondary display. No, I really don't. Okay, here we go. 7. So off, up in the top left-hand corner, yeah, in that wall just to the left of the clock, I can. There's the former doorway is there. I can replace that with what I'm thinking is like a doorway or a set of cabinet doors that every once in a while a puppet will break through and either hand me some ingredients or cause problems for me. I don't know. What do y'all think? I don't know. Those are my thoughts. Those are all the affordable options. To keep things in perspective, I can get Avenger Turtle Base for $192. Yeah. Tyler says, I feel like the Ukraine deal is really messing with the stuff like that in Europe from a shipping perspective. Like, you could be right, actually, Tyler. It could be that because they're literally bringing fuel for Europe by cargo ship, that the price of cargo ships to Europe has gone astronomical in price, and that could certainly do it. Ollie says, I'm probably switching to Avenger 2. Yep. I like, was it American Grip? I like the 2. Kupo. I don't mind Kupo at all. I have a lot. Yeah, Kupo I have a lot of their, I have their, it's the Kupos. Kupo makes the junior combo. Yeah, exactly. The junior combos, I was getting them for like $168. They only go to like 6'6", and they're heavy, is completely unnecessarily heavy. But I don't mind, especially around here. And people on the sets that I'm normally on, the size of them, they're not usually advocating that I must bring this or we only use that. And most of the time, I'm not bringing that stuff. We usually have gaffers for that. But yeah. AI generated backdrop. No. We'll get an AI here just Jason. Let's see. Let me know if my audio falls out. I'm not going to do anything this time. Andrew, like gaffer gear. I like gaffer gear too. They're really good. Some pretty positive reviews on Kupo gear lately. I think it's built nice. I don't have a problem with it. Keep the brick wall, maybe lose the clock and add a raw cut sign, any sort of braid. I could do that. The clock was filler. That clock is, it's just a clock. That's my favorite clock back there. That was my grandfather's. So I always keep that one on this set. I like it. And that one, I have a huge collection of clocks, by the way, if you had figured that one out. That one is, you can see one right there. There's another clock right there. I can lose the clock. I certainly could. And I could do branding. And I've thought about maybe not so classical in the kitchen design, but like even one of those LED neon brands could work. And I literally think that I don't have a Raw Cuts logo yet, but I'm pretty sure what I want it to be is like raw. You're looking at it backwards, but like it just says raw and it has cuts and it's kind of overlapped with a knife just going right diagonally through. Just simple. I agree, but I don't like the fact that Kupo is stealing designs from some of the. It's true. There's a lot of that. Impact did it too. But what do we do? I mean, some of the stuff is not original, but some of it is. I mean, the C stand is old, so anybody can steal that. There's nothing special about that. I don't think a combo stand is really something that is a design per se. It's literally how you strengthen. It's literally how, if you want to lift X and hold it steady, I mean, there's only so many ways you can hold legs that way and get the extra support. Maybe the casting with the drop down baby pin, that could be a little bit of theft, but I don't know. I don't know how to. It'd be like pizza steels. I mean, they're literally a plate of steel, quarter-inch plate to 3/8 plate. And I read someone complaining that people were stealing his idea for the original pizza steel. And I get it. I get that it was your idea, but it's not your idea. You're just the person who said, let's do it for small. But it's a plate of steel. There's no engineering that went in to a plate of steel. It's simply descale it, make it where it will keep a finish on there of oil, or, well, not oil, but keep it from scaling, and that's it. So it's hard. I definitely understand the theft in the industry, and it's certainly more for, I don't know. It's hard to defend that. I don't like theft at all. I don't like borrowing designs, but I don't know where you draw that line. Where would you draw the line? Is a C-stand theft? I don't think it is anymore. It's well over 100 years old. Talk too much. Let's see here. Absolutely, I love how he dives. Yeah, Gaffer Gear, he's really good about that, and he's pretty consistent. And I love his set. His set is simple. It's my garage. Sounds like a cool idea. Cool. Replace the brick wall with slatted wall. Becky and Chris did one in their basement, but painted it black. Parker did a movable one in his new garage build out that looked nice. Yeah, I saw that one. And I've considered that for a while. I mean, I'm a sucker for wood. I love wood. But I feel like that is going to go out of style soon. It is what everybody does in the back. I mean, really now they're just buying the like vinyl planks, and they're just sticking them to the wall now. It's so inexpensive to do. I like that look, but I don't know how that would work with a kitchen. It might look cool though, if there was a theme to it, like it was framed out in the middle, with slatted wall in there, and the brick was kind of behind. I can see that as being cool. Hello, Greg. How are you? And again, thanks for being a channel member. And Greg, meet Ollie, which you've been on here before, but Ollie is now a channel member. Thank you, Ollie. Audio went nuts. Okay, let me drop out. Hi. Is this better? Is it? Oh, yeah. Raw, yeah. So, for raw, yeah, how many A's and E's should I put in there? Or should I just put raw, yeah? And maybe we just expanded raw, yeah, because I really kind of wanted to do raw, yeah, but I don't know how to spell it because I'll never remember how many A's and E's to put in there. I'll make sure you turn the dough pan upside down when releasing the dough. That's pretty genius, Ollie. It's pretty genius, Ollie. Very, very, very good. Yeah. Flour the top of the dough, turn it upside down on the table, and let it fall. I like it. It's genius. I did have several people. Well, I've had a few trolls come through on the pizza, but I've had several people come through and comment that they have been working on New York pizza for quite a while, and they've been following a bunch of different recipes, and they've been tweaking, and they said they've been heading towards my recipe, just kind of on their own. And so they're going to try and basically just jump right to my recipe and see if it fits, really, if it does it for them, because they said that everything about it looks exactly like they're looking for, which is cool. I like that. I like that people are enjoying that. I remember an interview from Meet the Gaffer with Steve Cardellini, who brought that up. Now, the Cardellini is something specific that, yeah, shouldn't. I would say that is something that shouldn't be, and a Mayfer clamp that shouldn't be copied. But I mean, that's tough. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah. And we all suffer from the same problem. We can't afford as much with the other, so we consider, wow, yeah, my prompter is starting to crack in the back there. Oh, I hate prompters, by the way. Laura in the kitchen literally built a second kitchen in her basement, and that's her set. Yeah, the stay-at-home chef, I think, I like her setup a lot. She did that in her basement too. She built an entire kitchen out there, and I would love to do that. And believe me, at some point, if Raw Cuts takes off, we're doing that. I mean, it's going to be too much fun not to. Of course, I want a kitchen, and then we'll just end up making food out here. I mean, I do have the griddle now, and I am building an outdoor kitchen out there, not a glamorous one. I'm building it for the smoker, the grill, the griddle, a future pizza oven, right outside the studio here on the other side of this wall. There's a big area, and so we've been working slowly. We're kind of doing some groundwork right now, and we're gonna have an outdoor kitchen that will be used for Raw Cuts. The dark setup could be cool if you redesign a steampunk kitchen theme. Not too much into steampunk myself. I think it looks cool. I don't see it as me. Yeah, I feel that too, and it's an argument that a lot of people bring up in technology stuff too, and with trademark, or not trademark, with patents. But I mean, if Artellania is patented, then it would be protected, would it not? It's just a question of, do you patent something or not? Talking about the C-stands, but in this case, it's probably due to OWL, the design. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, because you can't have a patent that long. That the C-stand is literally 100 years back, so there's got to be no protection for that left, I would imagine. But you never know. I mean, I wonder, is the Cardellini patented? Cardellini. Can't spell it. Cardellini clap. Patent. Ba-do-do-do. There is a patent. Really? Oops. Who dinging me here? Oh, there we go. Sending me kitchen stuff. Cool. So the Cardellini, so Stephen Cardellini has push picture lamp to a rail bottom. So that's 2008. So there is a patent for that. So yeah, that should not be. And I know there are other Cardellini. Well, they're just not called Cardellinis, but there's definitely those. Yeah, it is. He has 3 patents. He has one from 2000 and, well, 2008, 1999, and 1997. Ah, yes, modern. Yeah, yeah. It's man, it's a tough industry. It really is, and now, I mean, it's hard to make a product and bring a product to market. It's easy to copy, and it's unfortunately in much of the world they don't care, and so they just do it, and it just kind of happens, and it sucks. It does. I don't know where we could. I don't know where we could fix it all. I have no idea how you would do a worldwide patent that actually works. I wish it could be done because I really do think that people need to be protected and incentivized for coming up with new stuff. like, like Small Rig seems to be doing interesting things now with. They have like a $50 matte box now. That is really cheap for a matte box. And I don't think it's anything special. In fact, I know it's not anything special. Well, $50 for a matte box, that is not the formerly. I mean, the cheap I still have the original Chinese one that I bought a long time ago that weighs like 27 pounds. It uses big rubber thick donuts that weighed more than the matte box. It's horrible. These, look for a review soon on these bad boys, but yeah, these are slick. These are the new Core Apex high voltage, high capacity. So these do 29 volts, and they can output was it 7 or 12 amps? They do 12 amps at 29 volts. Look for a review coming shortly, but putting them through their paces right now. So at that time, the method is no longer novel, and it is a common knowledge. Yeah, true. Mark Toya used the Small Rig matte box, really? He probably he's probably trying it. I'd have to see that. I'm gonna ask him about it. I just talked to him the other day. He's now off holiday and back to work, and I did hear, I think I can say this, that Monsters of Man has done very, very well. So his method for putting out his picture worked very positively. I think that says a lot. That doesn't change the fact that it was novel when it was filed. Yeah. These are going to rock the DS Apollo lights. Oh yeah. You will have to you will have to adjust a little bit. So they make these. I just got 5 boxes in this morning from UPS. that I can't talk about, but you'll see soon. And you'll like them. So these are their plates. You take this plate and you swap the plate on, say, like the Aputure 600D Pro, because these batteries are 29 volts, and the Aputure can only do 28 and 26, as like the B mounts are 26 volt, I believe. So this allows the 29 volt to work on those. So that's a lot of capacity. And there's two. We're gonna have some fun stuff. Copyrights are accidental economic development. Accidental. Yeah. Well done, Mark. Yep. It's not for me to disclose, only that it's positive. It's very positive. What's this? What's he sending me? I'm streaming. You streaming? Okay, well, okay, Dave. Let's see what you're doing here. Wait, what? He's streaming me streaming. How? What? You sent me a link to me. How did? I'm streaming you streaming. But it's me. You just linked me to me. No, he's using them on real shoots. Interesting. I'll ask him about that. Ollie Facebook photo. Let's go there. So that's not the map box I saw. That one is the $100 and something one. That was their more premium offering. So let's see what Dave is streaming me. Well, you know it'd be fun, right? What we have to do here. I feel like it's kind of a moral imperative, although I do need to kill the audio here. So if I do this, and now Dave is stuck in a time warp. Right, Dave? Enjoy. You can't top this. You can't do it. Because you're, but I have to wait for the delays to come through, because, oh, Dave, we gotta get you on, Dave. We gotta get you. Why don't you stop playing video games and jump on the live stream? You want to jump on the live stream? I'll send you a link. Apparently, he just saw it. Yeah, let's jump on the live stream, and Ollie, we gotta get you on too. You gotta join the live stream. When I see those plastic V-mount plates, I have bad. I hear you. Oh, I know the IDX ones do. These are pretty beefy, and they should be to handle the weight of the. These are substantial, but you need substantial in order to power those lights. I mean, those lights use a ton. Okay, Carlos. How goes it, dude? We have to get you back on some too. Copyrights have been an economic development tool for the U.S. and other Occidental countries. China don't care. Yeah, China definitely does not care. But there's other countries that don't care either. And like for the developing countries, I mean they're not. Well, I gotta stop streaming. Me streaming, him streaming, you streaming, me streaming. Oh, he's literally adding himself to my live stream. The like the use like the population density is not enough to always. It's okay. Well played, Dave. Well played. Let me Rex is getting his enjoyments right now. Rex, you like it? Rex, what do you think? Rex, buddy, Rex, what are you doing? Come sit. Okay, back to fun. You know, why not? It's Friday. It's been a heck of a week. I'm enjoying my good prop. What's going to be even funnier, Dave, is in a minute I'm going to get like a copyright flag pop up for your live stream. And I'm going to literally have to go in there and say, leave Dave alone on this one. I have the power. Inception, yeah. Now this guy's trying to kill the live stream. Has Dave figured out how to like videos yet? No kidding, Dave. Have you figured that out yet? How to like videos and become channel members along with my buddy. Speaking of which, thumbs up the video, guys. Ooh, good call. We only have 8 likes. That's sad. I know we can have 9 if Dave can figure out how to click the up button. Oh, for sure, India. Yeah. So Pro-Aim is one of those companies. And I mean, I have tried so many times to, I like getting in to companies that are a problem and getting to know them so that I can explain to them, go a different route. Not that I'm the voice of reason to the world, but the more people they hear it from, the better. I mean, some people can make good products and they choose to just cheat and copy and make crap. Change your ways. It was phone. Yeah. Pro-Aim. Use once and throw away quality. Well, Justin, you're giving them a little more credit. Sometimes you can't use it at all. I bought one thing from Pro-Aim years and years ago. And let me tell you, the quality that I got from that was nothing, and I repeat, nothing like what the picture was. Everything was plastic, and it was pathetic. So, yeah. When you want to do one, Dave, let's get you on. You got to not play video games on a Friday to get on here, but we've got to get you on here so we can giggle and laugh and then we need to get you back on grip tips. We need some grip tips going. We need that. It was me. I never liked the video. Well, thank you, Justin. Like it. Thank you. I gotta go like my own video too. I was like, nerd. My first response was going to be, I am a nerd. What? That's not some kind of like put down. But then I recognized the name. I was like, oh, I worked with Tori this week. She's amazing. She's a fantastic person. Really just now, and she's so really. Of course, right when I'm complimenting her, the stream goes down for a brief moment. It'll come back. Okay, I'm back. But she's really talented. She knows her stuff. She's a DP. She's got some cool stuff coming up. I'm kind of excited. I hope to work with you again, Tori. But she has a fatal flaw. She eats a cheeseburger with a fork and knife, George Costanza style. I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm just gonna put it out there. Atomos is cheap that way too. All plastic. You are correct. I feel like Atomos could be so much better, and I feel like they're missing the boat. If they made their monitors out of aluminum, it becomes the heat sink. And aluminum's pretty strong. I don't know. I wish Atomos. I wish they would improve their construction. Because I've owned the Shogun. I remember back when I had the C100 and I had what was the Atomos recorder, and all it did was 1080p ProRes recording. And it was just a box, and it had like 3 buttons: record, stop, and probably set fire. I don't know. But I used that with my C100 so I could get better quality than the little 22 megabit 8-bit 420 horrible codec that Canon loved. Yeah, I wish Atomos would improve that. I do have something over here that just got this week, and it's built really well. I was kind of surprised. I've heard things good and bad about this company, but mostly been hearing good things lately, and so I have several contacts there, and I have this here to test out, and it's I was playing with it quite a bit this morning. I literally got up this morning and was undoing all the things that I had done. But it's good. I can't wait to show that. I'm not embargoed on that, but I don't want to let too many things out, you know. Aw, thanks, man. Yeah, core story. Let's see. Ollie says, Carlos, the issue seems to appear with Atomos most ace for his overall image. So we definitely had a big conversation about that on set this past week, and like the Atomos Sumo monitor, which is a monitor that a lot of people like. Well, a lot of people buy because it can do a lot, basically $2,000. The problem I have with the Atomos monitors, well, the Sumo and the Sumo non-recorder, is the screen is always way warm. No matter what it tells you, no matter what you color correct, it's warm. And then they have that I don't know, I think it's an anti-glare on there, but it puts a it's not a pattern, it's a, what is, I don't know, it puts a weird texture on the screen, and I don't like that at all. I mean, if it had a really good screen and a little screen protector on it, you can't do that with touchscreen, but it would, I think they'd be a lot better. I bought a Pro Aim vest once, and the vest, the max waist size was just shorter than advertised. I had to humiliate myself before buying it. I don't have a Pro Aim Easy Rig. I have another Easy Rig that is not an Easy Rig, and this is doing it for now. But I will buy an Easy Rig, because the funny thing about mine, on an Easy Rig, you know, when you adjust the Easy Rig, you adjust the tension on the cord. On the one that I have, it doesn't adjust the tension. It just lowers the rope. So I'm like, that's not the design, folks. But it works. It works. Really enjoy working with you as well. Looking forward to our next shoot together. Absolutely, Tori. You're fun, and she's fast, and she doesn't like me helping either. I'm just one of those people who, I don't like to be idle hands. I like to be doing stuff all the time, and you know, when you have ACs, it's their job to do it, and she's like, mine, okay. She's good about that. And she's very proactive too. She was hitting me up the week before the shoot, wanting to prep out the Komodo. Unfortunately, it was being used, but Justin says, I have the Ninja 5 Ninja 5 Plus and the Sumo 19. The Ninja 5 is plastic, and the Sumo as well, but the Sumo construction is nice. It's a little thick for my taste, but I'm assuming they did that for shock. But I don't like the screen on the Sumo. Everything else about the Sumo is fine, really. If it had a better screen with that non-glare, yeah. Atomos used to release a product every year and then stopped. Wish they'd work on the fan. Yeah, you know, Atomos hasn't. Well, I think they are working on something now. And then there's the neons, because you know, Atomos had the Neon 13, the 17, and then they jumped to like a 32, a 40, blah, blah, blah. And they put the 17 on sale. And I thought, Wow, that is a deal. I really, really want to look at that because the 13, no, the 13 that everybody likes is the small rig. No, the 17. So, okay. So, small rig has the 13 and the 17 as well. So, the 17 small rig and the 17 neon are the same, not, not small rig, small HD. Damn it. They have the same screen inside, and it's a Sony. And when I was looking at the price, and it was really cheap, like $1,300, I started looking into it, and it appears that it's got severe problems with that panel, and well, that made me very sad. Why even use Atomos? I mean, there are reasons. Like for the recorders, if you are, say, if you're shooting on Sony or anything that can output RAW, then you get the Ninja 5 or Ninja 5 Plus, and you're editing on something like Final Cut Pro X, which you shouldn't, and I think Premiere does. Then you could use ProRes RAW. That would be kind of fun. That'd be kind of cool. And then also for machines that can't handle, if you have an older machine that can't handle anything but like ProRes, then yeah, I could totally see with the Ninja 5. I really wanted to. I was seriously considering getting the Ninja 5 Plus just so I could play with all the Sonys doing the ProRes RAW, but Resolve don't do ProRes RAW, so there's none of that redundancy. Yeah, the Sumo 19 original is way warm and very soft. Yeah, it's kind of weird though because it gives a hint of sharpness, and you feel like it's sharp, but it's not. It's almost like it's a matte screen, and then peaking is on. Not peaking. Focus. The sharpening for focus. Totally going blank, just like I do all day long. It looks like that's on, so you kind of get this like edge enhancement, and I don't like it. Agree there. Tori says, I prefer small HD. Atomos is a little soft for me as far as pulling focus. Also super bulky for being an onboard monitor. Yeah. Atomos, like the Shogun and the Infernos, those things were way too big for the britches. No. Well, yeah, I can't. There's another device that I've been testing for them. They're like, we don't want you to review it or anything. Just tell us your thoughts on it. And I did, and I haven't heard back from them. There was a overwhelming, massively huge problem with it. It was a nice monitor, but from there, I gave away too much, didn't I? However, there really isn't anything else that can do for what it does unless you buy multiple monitors. That's true. The tap screen on the Sumo is pretty good. Yes, I know it was delivered. I have them right there. UPS, about 5 days late. Taking away the camera to cloud feature, you basically can use Blackmagic Video Assist. I have the Easy Rig Mini. I was thinking about adding the new stable option to it. Has anyone used that option? I have not, but I'm sure others have. When Atomos came out and said, wow, people in the industry are willing to spend a lot of money on good monitors, so we decided to create the Neon line. I remember when those released. Was that 2019? When I saw them at Cinegear, and it was literally like walking into like a Costco where they had like the most beautiful nature, overly saturated, sharpened images, and they're like playing continuously on them. And I thought, that's not what I want. But if I was going to do that, I'm just going to go out and buy an LG C2 and be done with it. DOP, yes. The BMD monitors are my go-to monitors. I have two 7-inch ones. didn't care for the black magics are really thick too. I didn't like that myself. The interlaced artifacts on the Atomos recorders was enough for me to never consider them again. I mean, Atomos really got their name and their money before when codecs couldn't be done in camera, or wasn't being done in camera. It was probably the more accurate way, because there's no reason it couldn't be done. And I think they rode that wave, but now, I mean, honestly, if you had a really nice H.265 or H.264 all-I 422 codec with a high bit rate like the A7S III, the FX30, FX3, all of those, the Sony line, the Canon now has some really good codecs. I mean, even Fuji's putting in nice codecs in theirs. Do you really need ProRes? I mean, ProRes was never an acquisition codec. It was designed for editing. That was originally created to proxy so you could edit fast. It was designed specifically for editors to layer 12 layers of footage on top of each other. And now they're using it for acquisition. I don't know. Carlos or Justin says, to Carlos, the online is a joke. It used 8+2. Yeah, that I don't like the 8+2, and I really don't like when they call it 10-bit. For those that don't know, there's 8-bit panels and there's 10-bit panels. And I don't know why two hands show that, but 8-bit panels, you've got 16.7 million colors. 10-bit panels, you have 1.04 billion. What they're doing with the HFC, I think is what they call it, they're running the monitors at twice the frequency. And since our eyes really only operate about 30 frames a second, they will put up an image and put up another image twice as fast. And they alter the colors between them. So for what you end up with is you take a red value of, say, 128, which on a 8-bit, that would be literally in the middle of the red value. On 10-bit, it would be 512. So they take, if you wanted to go up like 513 on a 10-bit, what they'll do on the 8-bit HFC, HRC, whatever they call it, 8+2, is they'll play it at 128 and 129, and they'll do it really fast in between each other. And they'll do it twice to get the other number, so they'll go 2 128s and then a 129. And they do it fast. Our eyes will see the muxed color of the 2 reds plus the 1, and it looks like it's slightly between it. So they can display to our eyeballs 10-bit color, but it's not 10-bit color. It's faux. So that's what we're doing there. What lights are you using for your setup? So I have these practicals here. Are favorite. Come on. Every time Tori asks a question, I lose my feet. Yeah, these are practical from IKEA. Through the window here, there is a 300X blasting through. By the way, this is a set. It's just a set wall. This is a fake studio. Behind me is that's the Amaran P. It's the black and white Amaran panel. Up here is a 60X. My key is this is on a 18-inch softbox with grid. That back there is the included softbox with grid. Over here we have a Nova P600C going through a 4x4 half grid with a net at the bottom to kind of kill off the lighting down here at the bottom. And then I have up top throwing the light. Where's my hand? There's the bar. There is that is a Quasar, the bicolor 4-foot tube doing that, and then all of these are Aputure B7Cs, and so I can console, so we can turn off. There's the key. There's the fill. We have the desk plant there. We've got the 300X. We've got a desk lamp right there. We got the table lamp back there. And we have the chair plant back behind it. And that one's not supposed to be on. And then it'd be nice if I had my key back up with it and then my fill. I like to do this, though, when I'm feeling a little moody. But that's this set. And the kangaroo icon, if you look at it funny, that also did be... Well, there's also an interesting story about Atomos and Blackmagic. There's a rift in there, and it's kind of interesting. Once I used an Atomos Ninja Flame and a DSMC-1 Red, the sound guy almost killed me. Well, if you run the fans just right, they should noise cancel, right? King says, just use small HDD monitors. Should be brighter across the board, but it works. For Komodo, my iPhone is the best option. I'm not dealing with SDI delicateness. Oh, come on. SDI is not that delicate. Just follow the rules. It's not hard. Come on. It's easy peasy. Yep, and easy. I do think small HD puts out, I would say 90% of their products are very good to great. Their budget line is but like they're higher end monitors. They're pretty fantastic. I'll give them that. Ollie says, I tried the stable on the Vario 5, or personally on the Serene arm on the Vario 5. It's strange at first, but you'll get used to it very quickly and probably never want to miss it. Yeah, I can see that. Do you guys think that DSMC3 will only have the Komodo, V-RAPTOR, VistaVision, and Super 35? Should I wait for something in between the Komodo and the Raptor, the Red owners with perspective on timing when to buy? I'll give you my take on that as soon as I cough. Here's what I would tell you. Most certainly there will be more cameras. Most certainly. They're not sleeping. They're not sitting around. As to what they will be and when they'll be, you got to think about how Red works. And sometimes they do improvements, and sometimes they go just right off to the side and come in from the other side. The way I would tell you is, if you have a need now, buy now. If it fits your needs, don't worry about what tomorrow is going to bring, because you'll never do today. You will always be looking for the latest and greatest best thing. Just go through, make your decision, finalize it. If it makes sense for you to buy it, then buy it, and then never look back. I don't care if literally tomorrow the price drops in half and the resolution doubles and who knows, whatever. I don't care. And the reason I don't care, I personally, I've been through this. It's no big deal. When I make a decision to buy something financially, it needs to make sense for me. And when it makes sense for me, then I pull the trigger and I do it. When I bought my DSMC-1 Dragon, the original one, it was 2-3 months, and they announced DSMC-2. I mean, I was like, oh, I could have waited, but I was fine with it. I would have loved to have had the DSMC-2, and if I'd have waited, then probably, the worlds would all have aligned and blah, blah, blah. But what I wanted was what the DSMC-1 Dragon X had, Everything about it was exactly what fit my needs. Financially, it fit. I had the budget to spend on it, and I did. And I didn't look back. And I rocked it. I rocked it the whole time until I destroyed it. And then I got the DSMC2. And, I mean, it's heavy, but, I mean, I rock it. I love Dragon. We all know Ollie loves his Dragon. I mean, I love this. And now with the prices going down, I'm just keeping it. I'm just not going to sell it. It's a valuable camera in so many ways. And its value to me, honestly, is worth far more than they're selling for. So, yeah, make it make sense. Make your decision. Don't let anybody talk you into anything. Take people's advice and take it under consideration. You can ask me 1,000 questions. I'll give you the answers that I have that for me. And then I'm going to tell you, don't buy it because I say it's cool. Listen to the answers, and you have to say it's cool, and then do it. Thanks, Ali. Yep. I've never seen a neon on set, to be honest. I have. Not very often. Croissant. Depends on your line of work. Let's see here. I said it right, too, didn't I? Croissant? Let's see here. I go with something that gets the job done for you. Yep, that's it. I mean, if it's not, I mean, if you have work that can benefit it, then there's a cost of you not having it. What are you doing down there? Oh, yawning. Sorry. Put the puppy cam back up. What's up, buddy? What's up, bud? You being a good boy? Oh, yeah, you're a good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy. Yeah. I did that just for Luca. Luca loves to grab screen grabs of Rex. If you edit directly with ProRes or DNxHR from camera, you end up editing first pass compression. Same as the day of a DVT. Oh boy. No, well, it's not quite the same, but yes, you're editing first pass compression. Yes, this is true. You should invest in the Amaran F22. I am looking at them. I've spoken to many who are not big fans, pun intended, of the fan noise. The F22 has a fairly significant fan noise. I think Aputure is probably 80% on the mark on their F22. It is definitely a nice outputting light. And that's all I can say. Quick question. Have you tried the Tokina 25 to 75? If you were going for one Vista Prime, is a safe bet the 35? Well, 35 is one of the safer bets for sure for a Vista Prime. I personally, I would tell you, don't buy one Vista Prime. Save up and buy 3. That way, you're not just stuck on one lens. The 25 to 75 is a very, very nice lens. It's not quite a Vista Prime. The glass is slightly lower quality, but not, I mean, when I say slightly lower, that doesn't mean it's a low quality glass. It is a really good glass. The image out of the 25 to 75 is very nice. It is only Super 35. Got to keep that in mind. It's a big lens. It weighs almost as much as a Vista Prime. And you know, if you're only shooting Super 35, 25-75 is it's a great lens. I've thoroughly enjoyed. I love, I mean, with a passion, the Vista Primes, and I love with a passion plus one the Vista Ones, which I can not have until I get Vista Primes. I would not want to buy one lens until I can buy 3 lenses. Then I'd be in a much better place. And that's my thoughts. And of course, my stream, I paused and look at me with my mouth open. It's frozen. But you literally cannot go wrong with a Vista Prime. They are stupendously good. They are, I mean, they're heavy, but that is the literal only negative of a Vista Prime. And I'm a huge fan of Sigmas. I love Sigmas. Sigmas are clinically sharp, super, super sharp. The Tokinas are optically as good as the Sigma, but they have character, where the Sigmas have no character. You have to add filtration for anything on a Sigma to get any kind of a character. The Tokinas, they don't have a lot of character, but they do have a character, and it is a good supporting character. If you haven't, Ola, if you haven't seen my Vista, Prime review, which is 4 years old now, but go back and watch that. You'll see when I'm in the forest, when I've got the whole car rig set up and going through that rainforest, you can see that character come through with the sun blasting through, just gorgeous. And then take a look at the Vista ones. I'm not suggesting you do that because they're very hard to get. They have less coatings on them. They've removed some of the coatings, but that's their character to an extreme, and I love them. And I did a couple of videos we did on those. Yeah. Tori says, I have really enjoyed it as a strong softbox. Your set looks great. Well, thank you. I constantly do a lot of changes on the set. This set has been around for a while. Some tell me it's time for a new set, but I kind of like this one. I like to just evolve it. There's it's hard to see because it's not in focus, but everything has a story here. So Tori doesn't know the story. Tori doesn't know the story. I can't even say it. Know the story, but my original red Epic that I had, I burned it up trying to replace a battery, and so I keep the battery on the shelf back there that I was replacing because I was trying to avoid spending $400, and ended up costing an entire camera. So I keep it back there on the shelf as a constant reminder, don't take shit apart. Cine 7 is a very, very nice monitor. It is. Dragon for life. Oh yeah, Ollie. When you pull the trigger, you get your wall. I'm saying it differently, Patrick, because the YouTube algorithm is so touchy these days. You shoot yourself in the foot at the same time. Yeah, I do firmly believe in buy once, cry once. When you make an investment, like lenses is a great one. You're not going to buy a Vista Prime and then 10 years down the line go, well, those aren't any good anymore. Of course they're good. They're always going to be good. It was Mark Toya who said it, actually. Let's see. Do I still have it? There it is. Boom. Mark Toya says, there's no such thing as a bad lens. It's completely true. So you buy a lens and you keep it forever and you build from it and you always have it. And the same thing with like matte boxes. Bright Tangerine, people say, oh my God, that's really expensive. I just want to buy the small HD, or not small HD, small rig. Everybody's got the name small in it. The small rig one. To me, there's no comparison in quality between a Bright Tangerine product and the other products. They are top shelf, and it hurts when you buy it, but you buy it once and you're good. My Revolver follow focus, fantastic. Bought it 5, 6 years ago. I don't know. Still have it. Still works as good as the day. I mean, when you buy a quality engineered product, you're going to get the results. Yep. Buy once, cry once. I would say buying gear 31 days before NAB or Cine gear is always risky. It's true. And I can firmly make the statement that if something appears on sale between January and NAB, it's probably about to be replaced. Just think about that for a moment. That is my guess. There's going to be a lot of new products. NAB is actually going to be popping this year, and I am going. If anybody else is anybody going to NAB, let me know, because I would definitely love to meet up and say hello to many people. Carlos, you going? Kevin, you going? The Tylers, are y'all going? Yeah, we're just discussing accommodations today because airline flights are really cheap right now, but hotels are through the roof. Woo! Kevin loves his F-22. What do you think about the fan noise? Kevin, let me know what you think. Carlos says, I like the Westcott 2x2. The Westcott 2, I rocked those original 1x1 light mats for Westcott for a long time. They were great. They were a little cool, but they were, I didn't sell those until maybe 2 years ago. Man, I was using them on set. They are, Westcott makes some really quality light mats. And then so does Cream Source. Who's that? Light mats. Light mats are, you're going to pay for them, but those are excellent. Kevin's like, I love the Vista Pro. Yes, Kevin owns a set, and they're fantastic. I love my Tokina 11 to 20 2.9. Someday I'll have the two other zooms. 11 to 20 is a great lens. It's probably the least used lens of that lineup. The 50 to 135 is magical. It's not Vista Prime magical, but it is definitely pretty magical. Now, I will say on this past shoot that Tori and I were on, we used the Kata Aces, the Kata Ace Zoom full frame 35 to 80. And I gotta say, it was a pretty remarkable zoom lens for the price. It's a little warm. It's quite a bit warm. But it was pretty nice. And then we also used the DZO Vespids, and I'm not unhappy. I think they looked pretty darn good. Very, very nice lenses for sure. Ollie says Monsters of Man was filmed on Rokinons. No, not all of it. Some of it was. Some of it was filmed on some pretty expensive lenses. I think the jungle stuff was on Rogues though. Which Bright Tangerine matte box do you like to use? For the most part, I use the Misfit Atom a ton. Because it's so stinking lightweight and easy. So that's my throw on every day. I do use the Viv here and there. We used it this past week. The Viv is well constructed. Today, if I was buying one, I would buy the. I did a review on it. Their new one, which basically is everything that they've ever built before. Take the very best of it and make it modular, and it's cheaper than the Viv. You can swap it to anything and everything. It's so well constructed. Bright Tangerine does a great job. What is it called? The whatever it is. Somebody else say it. That's the one I would recommend for sure. I'd say lenses are a great investment. Only really applies to PL lenses. It only really applies, Ollie, I would say, to a lens that can adapt to any future. So I don't have a problem with EFs. The reason I don't have a problem with EFs is you can adapt almost anything to an EF lens. So I think that is pretty good. Greg says, I thought it was shot on Sigma. I mean, we'll have to go back and watch the live stream with him, and see all the things. I remember seeing quite a few higher end lenses on there, quite a few actually, and very high end. Greg says going to NAB, cool. We will definitely go and well, meet face to face for once for sure, but we will definitely have some chats there. I am 60% going, not quite sure. I hear that. I can tell you that based upon everything I'm seeing, buy your airline ticket now, because I'm pretty sure fuel prices are going up as soon as everybody thaws out. What's the best days to arrive, leave at NAB? Okay, so here's my take on it. As I've learned over the years, the exhibit days, so they've shifted NAB back a day again. So the exhibit days are Sunday through Wednesday. Wednesday's a throwaway day, don't even bother. I personally like to go, well, I mean, Sunday and Monday are big days for me. Tuesday is my catch-up day. So Tuesdays is when I see something that's really interesting and I need to go chat with them and get more information. Then I come back and loop back on Tuesday. So there's a lot of meetings on Tuesdays. But I tend to arrive 2 days before the exhibits, sometimes 3. I believe I'm trying to get the folks that I'm traveling with to commit to Thursday. Fly in on Thursday. Nothing will happen Thursday, but on Friday, I'm fairly certain there will be some informal get-togethers that occur various places. Friday night, there might be something. There's parties all the time. My girl likes to party all the time. The Saturday night most certainly will have some big parties. Sunday's possibly gonna. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. And I mean I've been pulled several times already for stuff that's coming. So I know there's going to be some events. So I personally like to get there early. Vegas is expensive though, so if you're only interested in the exhibits and then meeting people on the floor, then get there early Sunday morning, and then leave you can leave Tuesday night or Wednesday morning, and that way you can, because a Sunday night will be cheaper than a Saturday night stay. I mean, Vegas Friday and Saturday nights is going to be max hotel costs. Kevin says, I'm thinking about going to NAB. Need to get to Cine Gear for the first time. Oh, you definitely need to get to Cine Gear, Kevin. It's back at Paramount. Yoo-hoo! I'm definitely going to Cine Gear. There's no question. Rex, you're upside down. Oh, count it out. 60 seconds on the clock. Tyler says, maybe Cine Gear. I'm in LA, so it makes sense. Well, there you go. Hey, Simon, what's up? Simon says hi to Rex. Oh, look at him. Where are we at? We're about 20 seconds in. 60 seconds is all he ever lasts upside down. Then he has to roll over. Except for that one day. He really threw me for that one. I rented a Tokina 50 to 135. Oh, here he goes. Well, he's gonna roll over. Then he's gonna put his paw over his muzzle. He's gonna do it. Tyler said he rented a Tokina 50 to 135 for a shoot to use with my 11 to 20, and it was magical. There you go. 60 seconds is up, and put your paw over your. I'm just gonna go full screen, Rex. All right, cut to camera 4. Really? You're not gonna put your paw in there? Come on, dude. Come on. Turkey. Yeah, the negative with the 50 to 135 is the focus breathing, and it's got quite a bit, but embrace it. It's about the same as the Sigma 50 to 100. Thank you, Ollie. Yes, the Misfit Kick. That is the Bright Tangerine matte box. I would buy probably not. 9 times out of 10, that's the one I would buy. Brandon says, Tyler, be careful. It's a nice lens, but racking focus is insane on that lens. Yeah. You have to embrace it. You have to embrace the character. Toya said Rokinons and some Canon L. I remember Sumlux on there. I remember some Sumlux. Thanks, Brittany. Yeah, it's yeah, it's the yeah the oh you're 25 to 75. 25 to 75 does have some focus breathing as well. It's not quite the 50 to 135, but yeah. Oh, he's got his see his paws over his muzzle. He's so predictable. As y'all talking about it, I might attend NAB as well. Woohoo! Come on, let's go. Let's we'll definitely I will definitely be around. I don't know everywhere I'll be, but please, if since I don't know what most of y'all look like, I mean, other than little profile pictures, and I'm so bad at names, literally just walk up to me and say hi, and then tell me your name or at least your YouTube name, so that I can click, and then yeah, let's have a fun little conversation and say hello. Any of the UK folks attending BSC Expo this weekend? That'd be interesting. What hotel are you staying at in Vegas? I usually like Paris, Bellagio, Caesar's Corner. I typically did two. I used to stay all the time at the what's the one next to the Paris, the cheaper one, not the Flamingo, the not Harrah's. But lately they've been getting really expensive. I don't know. I try to stay on the monorail. Bally's, thank you. Yes, Bally's. I used to stay at Bally's a lot, but they keep rebuilding it. It always smells funny in there. It's always a funky color blue. Stretch, Rex, stretch. But I'm thinking I like the monorail. I like to take that back and forth rather than the buses to City Gear. Sorry, NAB. So MGM would be nice, but looking at MGM right now, they're excessively priced. They're like twice the price. New York does seem to be a good price, but they're running out of rooms fast. I'm even considering Circus. I know. Talk about being cheap. Simon says, "You know what I look like? This is like, yeah, but I did met and be Simon. And you walked to is it light or the cam, the red cast on you?" It's probably the cam. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's got a little magenta shift. It's got to be the cam. Which side is it on? I'm not seeing it, but my monitor sucks here for color. Is it key side or is it fill side? Right now, Paris from Friday through Wednesday, yeah, $1,600. I was Circus is $797. New York was $1,000 and whatever, because it sucks. It's like, oh, it's only $139 a night plus the resort fee of $40 that you won't use, and then the 18% hotel tax. Yeah. See, Circus used to be really, really bad, but I have heard over the years that it has gotten so much better. How long ago was it that you stayed there? Because I had heard in the last 5 years it was so much better. Oh, you're leaving, bud? Oh, you're coming to say hi. Okay. All right, buddy. How you doing, bud? How you doing? He knows what time it is, so he's like, bro, why are you still on? We're supposed to be done at 6 o'clock. Now we go as long as we need to. He's a good boy, aren't you? You a good puppy? Yeah, he's a good bud. Yeah, I'd heard a lot of things about bed bugs in Circus too. I wonder how hard it will be to stay awake for 4 nights in Vegas. You know, you just do it. You sleep on the plane. My Vegas, usually I come back rolling into the hotel about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, sometimes later, and then I'm up. I'm at NAB before it opens. Well, a lot of times I'm in NAB. So I will probably be inside NAB again this year if everything goes the right way. Right, bud? Yep. With the money I saved, I could buy a C-stand, or you can come to NAB. Come on, Ollie. Come on, we can go. Yeah, see, Justin said 15 years ago. I think it's better now. Because didn't it get bought? I thought it got bought by the convention center or whoever bought the convention. I don't know. Maybe not. I will look up some reviews lately and read. I mean, as little time as I spend in the hotel, all I need is a bed bug free bed, and I'll be happy. I don't do anything. And my old NAB tips aren't quite as useful. I used to back in the old days when everything came with a brochure. You get a brochure everywhere. I would fly with a suitcase packed inside of a suitcase and fly Southwest because you get 2 bags free. And then I would bring back one suitcase that was full of all the brochures, so I could read up on and study everything. Actually, the red is in the cam's blacks. You're okay. Oh. I would have to say it's probably the Nova coming in. It's either that or it's picking up a little bit of gold up there, transforming. Oh, let's see. Let's dial it in. I know I probably didn't set this camera back up for this set since I haven't been here all week. It was probably last set up for a Raw Cuts episode. So let's see, we're at 5,500. That's a little warm. Let's cool it up a little bit. Yeah. See if it's changing it. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know what would be doing that. Where's that coming from? I don't see anything in here. And I can't see it on this monitor because this monitor is green as F. Green AF. No, I mean stay awake 4 days so I don't have to pay for a hotel. Yeah. I mean, the best thing to do, Ollie, is to find a buddy and get a room that has 2 queen beds and do it. I mean, it sucks because like Vegas no longer does rollaway beds. They're like, no, we ain't doing that. Blow up mattresses people do, but as soon as the hotel finds out you have one, then they're charging you, and yeah, that's funny. Joseph says, thanks, everyone. Got to go. See everyone later. Yep, thanks, Joseph, for stopping by. Appreciate you hanging out. Ding. Yeah, I have not found a cheap way in Vegas. I mean, there probably is. If you stay like way off the strip, you could probably get a cheap price. Everything that everybody does is on the strip now. Basically all the like, so like the ditwit parties, those are done. Pretty sure because NAB or Airbnb has shut that down. So, you know, rocking all night at the mansions, probably not happening ever again. The other parties, they usually are in hotel lobby or in hotel clubs. So, yeah, I don't know what will be. It would be interesting. I'll have to see. I just typically like to stay on the strip myself. I just like it. And who knows? Maybe I'll get the wifey to go with me. May not be able to, but who knows? Might be a fun little trip for her. Just costs twice as much because now I got to buy food for 2 people. Gosh. She's in there listening right now going, what? All right, what time is it? 6:14. Damn, we still got 20 people on here? All right, we'll keep going a little bit. Who's got questions? Or are we all just on here for the recipe exchange? Let's see, make sure. Usually I get comments like, you shouldn't have said that, or you said that, or, yeah, that. Wait, I just had more? It says I just got 2 more boxes from UPS. Been a busy day. Let's see, what else is there? What else have we? Oh, we never got to talk about AI. I have some strong thoughts on AI. Did you have the no, not yet, but I'm supposed to soon. The review units are all around, so as soon as one frees up, they're gonna come my way. Gonna go my own way. The Sigmas, I believe, are the lowest price lenses with metadata, so it's a no-brainer. Sigmas are nice lenses. I really like the Sigma lenses. They're not necessarily a no-brainer, but they're good. They're good. They're good lenses. They're definitely sharp. Okay. So, we're going. Looking forward to getting the anamorphic monopoly on my area. Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's yeah, do it. Just bulk up. Collect them all. The Proteus look quite nice actually. They're very similar in design to the Vasens. I've noticed, and I would imagine they're expanded upon them. But we'll see. Laowa, for the most part, Laowa does a really good job on their lenses for the price point. So if you go for the ultra budget, then you're not going to notice quite the quality, but they're pretty good. I mean, DZO, I think right now, IRIX, IRIX is another lens that I definitely have a large favor for. Their lenses are, well, the latest lenses are all top notch. They punch way above their weight class. Look really good. They need to fill out that line, and it will they will go like crazy. What about the Atlas Mercuries? Have you got your hands? I have played with them a couple of times. I haven't. I've played with them at facilities, and they're nice. They're only 1.5, but they're much smaller, and they're much more affordable. I kind of dig what they were doing. When you put them on full frame, they kind of look pretty cool. But they're definitely a more affordable version. I have a friend with some on pre-order, and I'm interested to see what he thinks too. If you need med ideas, otherwise you just step up to the Zeiss or Cooks. The Cook look. I think it scares me is that some of the review units aren't correctly aligned as far as the anamorphic elements. See, that's been a problem on the review units for a long time with Laowa. I had the original review unit, and it had some interesting quirk to it because they weren't aligned up. We had some alignment problems. The parfocal wasn't working. There was quite a bit. It was the was a lens that I had a ton of hope for, a ton. And honestly, if it had produced a picture like the DZO Ace Katas, I would be having that lens right now. But let's say it's 6:20, so we've been going for 2 hours and 20 minutes, nothing? Or was there? That's weird. It said 3 boxes delivered, then it said 2 boxes delivered. It's like, oh, Prancy quit. My dog is his nails. So let's just close it out here. So, yep, remember to click the like button. There's only 10 likes. There could be 20. And remember to support and become a channel member. Get early access because there's going to be a lot of reviews coming out really over the next few weeks. And some other videos. And more of the storage is coming out. Yeah, thank you, Ali, for becoming a channel member. Thank you. You're our newest member. And as always, as I like to leave it, don't let your passions center around your life. Let your life center around your passions. It's 20 likes nowadays. That's just things. All right, see you, Ali. Bye, everyone.